Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Brian, along with my co host, Kevin.
Hello.
We are here to talk the Challenge USA episode 5 called Entice 'Em We Trust. So, we did not do an episode last week. We apologize for that. We just kind of had some stuff going on. Honestly, Kevin, I don't even remember who got eliminated.
It was Brian's fault, and
In
I
the
don't
library
remember.
with the candlestick.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those we try to be pretty professional here and try to do it, but it's just like this season isn't like the original challenge. Like we're not as
Well, it's
gravitated to it.
also tough because we don't know these players all.
Right.
And I think that's why I'm having this issue with this season is
No, I completely agree with you.
me only knowing Survivor people, not Big Brother, not like all this other stuff. It makes it tough. And like we were saying, I guess it'd be like pre-show is you only like the people, like they don't have any sort of like gimme of, oh, I like her because she did this X, Y, and Z outside of the show, like, or outside of the actual challenge.
Right.
You can gain like some trust, I guess, with like, oh, she's good at puzzles, or he's good at puzzles, or she's a good swimmer, he's a good swimmer. Like you can gain like some sort of understanding of how they are as a challenger. But like the whole point of this show is like the background music when it comes to who's going to vote off who's going to send who in, blah, blah,
Right.
blah.
Relationships
That
in history.
they really lack the ability to like get the audience behind it.
Right. And even the drama, the good drama that happened today. I mean, you and I know all about it, but how many of the viewers do not know about Survivor? Like,
Right. If you haven't watched Survivor in the past 10 years, it makes no sense to you.
right.
And like this is like not, and I meant to actually bring this up to you pre-show, but there was a commercial for Survivor this upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a breakdown of Jeff just essentially being like, so this is how we adjust in Survivor. Oh yeah, we have these challenges, but sometimes the weather's inclement. And it's like, dude, the message of the show has completely fucking changed. Where it's like, we don't give a shit what you have to do. We don't give a shit about the hard work that you're doing to do that. We really do not. The end of the day is we want to know who got eliminated and why they got eliminated.
Right.
Whether it be political, whether it be strategic, whether it be physical, like anything like that. That's all we give a shit about. Jeff, I don't give a shit that there was a storm that day, so you had to adjust last minute on this challenge. You go back, like stop making this about you. And like the challenge has just missed its mark on, like the Challenge USA has just missed its mark on the exact same, like it's not so much like what the challenge is doing. It's just there's a point of the show that is being missed. And like
The drama.
exactly, like the
Between
drama.
between
Like,
the
dude, how are
contestants.
you going to expect every viewer on here to gain any sort of like fan favorite or anything of like of that,
Yeah.
knowing damn well they haven't watched all 10 of these shows?
Right. And there's like you don't see any like outside of the challenges, like any
Nothing.
conversations like at all. Like the only thing
Other
is,
the closest thing was this girl getting pissed off at her boy.
yeah, and I hate that.
Done.
And I couldn't care less about that. I hate it.
And it had nothing to do with the storyline today.
Well, because he went home. Spoiler alert. But she sucks. I don't care about her.
But still, like, it's not like she voted him in out of spite because of it.
Exactly.
Like, it makes zero sense. I don't know.
No, I'm with you, man. Like I did the drama on the show, besides like the Sarah and Tyson, which will probably happen next episode. Like we know about that, but I mean I don't know how the average viewer will.
I mean, maybe we'll know about it. Like I've lost all kind. There's going to be a 4-minute blow up about Sarah, or like Sarah's gonna come in calm and be like, "Yo, that was real up. I'll let you say it. Like, I'll show my action, court, whatever," and that's gonna be it. Or it's gonna be, "You're an asshole," blah blah blah. But that's not us knowing Sarah. That's not how Sarah's gonna be. So like,
she acted like she won the Super Bowl when she won.
I know, dude. I was slightly.
It was like, yeah, it was a little over the top for a Survivor winner.
Well, even worse was the other dude. It was like, I said you were my older brother.
Yeah, no,
And like,
Leo is
yeah.
so lame, man. He's so lame. He just
Nobody gets.
all right. Let's get to the challenge because we can talk about him a little bit. All right, so I actually really liked this challenge, Barrel Treasure. Where did I miss something where like they had to be connected in the water, or was that just because people couldn't swim?
I don't. I don't remember him saying anything about that. I was more like kind of preoccupied on how bad I would be at this when it's all just ones and zeros. Like, I don't even know how I would break that down. I would just go
I think
one,
you.
1 0 1 1 1 0.
I think you would. You just think you'll in the moment. I'm sure you think something. But basically, what I was trying to say is no one could swim. I thought it was really pathetic. There's a couple like Leo was on the back of Sarah. Cache couldn't swim at all. Like Tyson was getting pissed, and like somehow Tyson still wins.
Yeah, that I mean, the
What
lack
does it
of
say about
swimming,
the
real
competitive?
question. How, like, it just amazes me that there's the wide variety of somebody so good at swimming that they can afford to have somebody just hold on to their back versus the lack of, like, again, your algorithm sucks if you like knew that.
Yeah, I mean, or just I don't think a lot of these people are good competitors. That's why another reason I don't really care about the show that much.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
G League, it's not even it. Like, come on, man, you can't like. Some people couldn't even do a freestyle swim.
Put this shit on Paramount Plus 8.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty brutal. Like what like how did I don't know how they won. Like they were the fifth person back to doing the puzzle and they somehow won. And it's a puzzle we've seen a million times on Survivor. So I'm sure Tyson knows exactly how to do it. You know what
Well,
I mean?
I do get the girl and the guy. It was the girl from Amazing Race, the flight attendant from Amazing Race,
Yeah,
and
Kayla and
I
Derek.
kind of got that drama where it was like we're both good at puzzles, and but just in a different way. So like we don't have the ability to figure it out. Blah 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 blah. But the fact that Tyson was 5 back,
Yeah.
literally carrying somebody, dude, it's like what's his face in Survivor all over again. It's just like, all right, fine, let me just fucking do this and get it all done.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it's just to me, it's just like the diluted competitors.
what it gets down
Huh?
to is like, why, like the people you're casting, like, think about it.
I just,
Stop.
I
You
just think,
can't
Kevin, I don't
go
think
like
people wanted to come on
popular
the show.
people. What?
I don't think people wanted to come on the show.
Maybe
I mean,
they didn't want to live and win an Olympic gold medal of the challenge.
yeah, right. Like, so if okay, they're gonna ask people on Survivor who have been very good or have won. Why would you want to do this again?
Yeah. Why would you
You know
want
what
to
I mean?
live?
Or they're just old, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But I understand why people wouldn't want to come on. I get that. It's not that interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And
All right.
I wonder how much they're actually making off of it.
Right.
They're
Exactly.
certainly not getting any like additional fans
Yeah,
from it,
exactly.
where
Right.
it could be like, oh, I'll get followers.
We'll have to check, Kev, when this season's almost over, like what the views were. Or whenever they release that, I don't think it's like right
Yeah.
away, like what the
Nielsen
viewership
check.
was. Well, I'd like to know. All right, Cinco and Azad lose. Not totally surprising. They like kind of sucked at the challenge. Like I felt like they. The other thing is, there's so many teams. I don't know how badly people are doing unless they highlight it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you just don't know how like were they bad swimmers? Were they just not getting the clue? I just don't know.
Yeah, that could have been 35 minutes after,
Right.
and everybody else arrived, or like 30 seconds.
So then this is where kind of like I guess Cache is like, oh, Cinco and I don't and Azah, who do you want in? And they're like, I don't know. And it's just like it doesn't matter at this point, just putting people in. There should just be like a randomizer for that. Because no one wants to call people out either. Because there's like no like just say someone sucks and I want to take them.
Yeah, simple as that.
I wish they would do that, but they don't. But so and I was not expecting Tyson and them and her to pick Leo and Sarah at all because like they kind of were trying to say Survivor Strong, and they did it. But I thought it was good. I mean, it was good for the show. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be make episode next week better, drama wise.
I also actually, I forget his name, the dude with the cowboy hat. I
Ben,
like earlier. I was like, oh, I only like the other two people I said from Survivor, but I like Ben as well.
no, Ben
Adam,
is good. I like Ben.
yeah.
So I actually, again, Kevin, I actually really like this challenge as well. I think it was called a dark
So
tent.
did I. So did
That was
I.
really cool. Really
And
cool.
I thought Sarah and what's his face is Thea,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, their like strategic point about this was good,
Yeah.
but like the way they showed this, it made it seem like they were like illiterate and could not. It was like, all right, let's spend the first 10 minutes of this challenge and go through what 2 fingers are, 3 fingers are, your 3 fingers versus my 4 fingers. Like, I don't know, it was weird, but I did like. I thought it was
Yeah.
clever
I think this is one that could stick.
for sure,
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
this is the first time you. This hasn't been another and like a version of this, right?
No, no. I mean, no, no.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'd like to know what Bill thinks when he finally watches it. It was I thought it was pretty good. Leo and Sarah win. They act like they won the Super Bowl, World Series, whatever you want to call it, World Cup. I thought it was kind of not a good look, in my opinion. What are your
Right.
viewpoints on that?
I mean, I cringe for sure. And when what's his face called her out on like eating maybe a chicken leg or something, like that's all what like that's
Oh
not
yeah, yeah, yeah. When she's saying I'm coming for you, whatever. Yeah, it's just
yeah, like that's not too me. But even better, like what's it? Leo just being like, Colton's my brother, man, my older brother, and it's like I don't give a like.
yeah. Tyson does not care. If we've learned
Yeah,
anything about
yeah.
Tyson
But
watching him, he
do
does
you
not
know
care.
me at all?
I don't think it's going to affect him because he had the worst partner. He had one of the worst girls this week. So like, it'd be really funny if you get Sarah next week. That would be really great. Would you
Or they
question
just
if would you question the algorithm if he gets Sarah next week?
yes, 1,000%. 1,000%. And again, yeah, thank you. Exactly. Like that's
Let's see.
exactly my issue. There's
And
nothing like
right. Yeah,
uh,
I mean, I haven't been. I'm sure like other shows are like have all the calculations like who could be picked, but like it's again, I just don't really care that much. I only care about the ones that seem super convenient, like how Cinco and Cache had them like super early. Let's just see how we'll see what next week is. We'll make sure to remember that. But
yeah, yeah, that's a very good call. I'm will I would this
I'd
is
put
a
$50.
good
I
bet.
would bet
This
50
is a
bucks.
good bet.
Yeah,
Like it's probably like yeah, it's a good bet.
for shits and gigs, I would do it.
Yeah. Plus 160.
Right, right. Um, so I think next week the preview looks pretty good. Hopefully we get what we are expecting. And do you have anything else, Kev, before we wrap it up?
No, sir.
Thanks everyone for watching, and please check out some of our other stuff. We were covering tons and tons and tons of things. Love Island, we're going to do this week. We have F Boy Island, we have Bachelor, we have Claim to Fame, we have The Rehearsal. We might have some other things I'm forgetting, but anything, also suggestions, please. If you have any idea or shows that you're interested in that we don't cover, please let us know. We'll definitely check it out. We're going to check out that Snake in the Grass show. Kev, have you heard anything about that?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
I think it comes out either sometime this week or next week. We're gonna give it a shout because I saw Yule from Survivors on it. So
Right,
got some
right.
Survivor people. So we're always willing to check out people from other shows doing other things. So I mean, it could be all right.
You're talking the big Asian dude.
Yeah, he was one of like
I
the
could not remember.
older winners. Yeah, and he used like a lot of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was
He
like
was a
very
beast.
monotone speaking, like stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was a good dude.
dude, that it is a clever idea. I mean, it's like the mole.
Yeah,
So, but
we'll check it
I'm
out.
curious to see how it works. Like the claim to fame thing, I was very surprised at like
Same. So we could be
Asian stuff about that. It could be something like that.
yeah.
So
So we're hoping because we we're getting a ton of traction on those videos and comments, and we appreciate that. So check us out, like and subscribe. We'll take to you guys next time. Peace.
See ya.